Hi. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing? Testing, testing. Okay. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm not going to be here a very long time. I just wanted to bring some things up. Number one, we have an interview in the morning. I'm going to be doing an interview on the elk that were planted up in, that was Black River, but it was by Clam Lake. So it was farther up than that. But they were planted up there, I think, 2016. So we'll be doing that interview with the DNR, wildlife biologists from that area, from that area in Jackson County. Sorry about that. I got I got a little bit of a sinus condition going on here. At any rate, we'll be doing that, and then I'm trying to think. There's a lot more coming up. Oh, the bow hunt. I want to discuss the hunting thing with you guys. I am working on that. I was trying to get it up posted a lot sooner. I've had some setbacks while filming. We've had some problems. I've had and it was, ran into the snow problem. I had to take care of that. What a lot of people don't realize is that I don't just have the show, but I'm also married. I have a busy life with. I have my wife. I've got extended family. I have my kids, and there's a lot to do around, in my personal life as well. So it's not always easy to get everything done that I want to get done in a timely manner. And plus, I ran into a few other issues. I'm hunting the southeast Wisconsin area where there's a lot of land. There's plenty of land and there's plenty of deer. Sometimes it can be an issue. We got all the seasons are open. There's pheasant hunting open. There's the deer hunting and tons of stuff going on. And you run into situations on some of the public land, and it makes it a little bit difficult to go up, set up, take down. I don't like to do that. I want to sneak in and get out as quietly as possible. So I've been running into a little bit of a issue with that. I'm searching some public lands right now and different private lands. I had one farmland I was hunting on, but the guy passed away and things have changed. So now I'm not on that farmland now. So, there are different things going on, but the deer are running. I'm in the prime of the rut. So I hope to bag one. But anything I bring you guys, I'm going to bring it just the way it happens. I'm not going to, put up no lies or BS. It's going to come to you straight. It's just how I do it. I don't. It's not about me. It's about the outdoors. It's about enjoying things, and it's about conservation. So I hope to bag one. I'm certainly going to try. I'm going to do everything I can. I got some footage already shot from you guys, and I was going to bring it in segments, but I think I'm just going to bring. I'm going to bring the whole hunt, but I may have to still bring it in segments. And the only reason I'm doing the editing, not because I don't want to do it live, but there's some people that are going to be recognized in there. I've had some people send me photos, and I want to get all that up. Now, if anybody has any questions or if anybody wants to say anything, I believe the chat line's open, and it's not an issue. I don't care that even many people tune in. I'm just hoping I can record this and put this on the show. So the problem is, or put this on the YouTube page. The problem is there's been some setbacks on the properties, and I have to go knock on doors, and you have to be careful sometimes with doing that. And then there's also the public lands, which that's not a setback. It's just a matter of finding the right spot in the public lands when you got so many guys wanting to get out there and hunt. And I get it, right? Because I enjoy it myself. A lot of guys enjoy it. And you can't blame them. There's some nice deer down there, getting to the area. There are a lot of lands that are open that aren't posted or anything, and I can go out in them, but they're still owned by somebody, and you can get in a lot of trouble for that. And if I can't find the right owners that can't legally, I shouldn't even be out there. So Southeast Wisconsin is a challenge. It's different. I used to do a lot of my hunting, I would head north, but we're going to give it a shot. And I'm going to see how it goes. I did a little bit last year, late in the year, too late in the year, actually. So we're going to see how it goes this year. And I've been at it a little bit, not as much as I want to be. And it's only because of the problems that I've been facing. But, I went out there one day. I was out there for quite a while and, and a couple of days besides that. But I was out there quite a while one day and, I was really trying to work them deer to get them in with the grunt call and whatever. And I didn't see any, but what drove me off was somebody started firing a gun not real far from me. And they were firing it quite frequently. And I thought, well, this is going to be absolutely worthless. So I left. But at any rate, that's what's going on with that. I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I I want to give you guys an update on the next podcast, which is supposed to take place tomorrow morning. I will be bringing live stuff to you guys from time to time in the field as well. We have a lot of plans with this show. So some of what you're seeing on YouTube, a lot of things aren't up there yet. We have plans for foraging. We think it's really going to be a cool piece. Educational, and there's going to be tips, and you're not going to be hearing it just from just me, because I'm not going to be the guy to say, "Oh, I know this, I know that. I'm going to bring all this." No, this will be coming from some of the professionals, and anything I learn, I'll bring your way. Now, I had mentioned the pheasant hunting on here that we're going to talk a little bit about. Just very briefly, Marty Johnson, wildlife biologist, DNR, informed me of the pheasants that were released at Bong. I want to say there was 5,000 birds in different areas of the state, maybe out by New Munster hunting grounds. I don't remember all of the places, but I know there was birds released in Bong, and I love pheasant hunting. I mean, I got the gun, I got it all. I don't have a hunting dog, but I mean, and I wouldn't mind doing some of that. And then the brown trout are moving in at Lake Michigan right now. It'd be a great time. I know some guys. I know one guy went out there, Nate Beck, and Nate, how you doing, buddy? I thought I mentioned your name. I really want to. I'm going to be posting some of those photos on the shows, because I've got quite a few photos that came into me, and I'm proud of you guys. AJ, he sent me some stuff. I got stuff from all over. I got some young man that was on a youth gun hunt in Upper Michigan. That's from Paddock Lake. Sent me his first buck. So yeah, that'll be getting posted, and we'll be remembering a friend that I had spoke with his daughter, and she wants to post something on there by him, and we will be doing that. He was an avid outdoor sportsman, and he was a great guy and a damn good hunter, really good at it. So at any rate, we're going to be sharing some of that, and let's just clear something up for some of the people that are looking at me and saying, "Dean, you used to do a lot of other stuff besides hunting and fishing." True, and I'm still going to be. We're still going to be doing that. But what I want to bring to some of those people that don't understand, in this state, I know in this state, in many states, the money from licenses from the sportsmen goes into land regeneration and wildlife habitat, and that's how they keep it going. So if you wonder how we get an overabundance of a certain species, and you're like, "Well, I thought they'd be endangered with all the hunters." No, because the money gets put back into that, and we try to keep the species going, and they're done well. I can tell you that the black bear numbers in the state of Wisconsin are astronomical. I want to say it's around 24,000 that they know of, roughly. That's a pretty good number. Deer herds are still up pretty good. There is some conflict in the northern part of the states, the higher northern part of the states, with the wolf and the deer, and we've had that conversation, and we're going to be working on that. I'm going to try to work with a team of hunters, and Jeff Aries, a good friend of mine that's also in Vilas County area, him and I talked, and we plan on getting some stuff started. We want to trade you guys. We want you hunters to come into it. We'd love to have you into it. And if we don't present the bill till 2026, we're going to try to figure something out to help in that area. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a balance, but there comes a time. I mean, a prime example. Look at the geese. There's a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them. So things got to be done to help out in the balance, and sometimes a lot of it too is the economy, and you don't have the hunters like you used to. But it's not easy for wildlife biologists and people that work in that field to try to control that without the help of the public, and that's us. That's guys like us that put our money in land, put our money and time into it. So I want to wish all you guys luck on that. So you know about the pheasants, and I talked about the podcast that's coming up. Oh, the Canadian wildfires. Let's touch on that very briefly. I'm going to post something up here. Now listen to this with me, and here we go. Are the Canadian wildfires still burning out of control, and how bad were they this past summer? Here we go.
That's a very timely question. While the peak season is generally over, fire activity continues in some parts of Canada, and the past summer was exceptionally severe. Here is a summary of the current situation and the severity of the past season. Current wildfire status, November 2025. The major, widespread activity seen in the summer has significantly waned, largely due to the change in season and weather. However, some fires continue to burn. Active fires. As of early to mid October 2025, the number of active fires nationwide had dropped to around 300, down from the hundreds of out of control blazes reported during the summer peak. Ongoing activity. Pockets of fire activity can persist, especially in areas that experience prolonged drought, such as parts of Nova Scotia and British Columbia, and areas like the Calgary Forest area in Alberta saw new out of control fires starting even into November due to mild, dry conditions. Zombie fires, holdovers. A concern in previous years is holdover or zombie fires, which continue to smolder underground through the winter and can reignite in the spring. Severity of the past summer. 2025 wildfire season. The 2025 Canadian wildfire season was historically severe, ranking as the second worst on record after the unprecedented 2023 season. Area burned. As of October 2025, approximately 8.3 million hectares, over 20 million acres of land had burned across the country. This significantly surpassed the long-term annual average. Impact on communities. Evacuations. Over 85,000 people were forced to evacuate, including tens of thousands from First Nations communities, which were disproportionately affected. Damage. Hundreds of structures, including homes and critical infrastructure, were damaged or destroyed. Widespread impact. Wildfires were reported in nearly every province and territory, with the worst activity concentrated in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Northwest Territories, British Columbia, smoke and air quality. The smoke from the fires caused hazardous air quality, not only across Canada, but also in the United States and even reached as far as Europe. In short, while the country is no longer experiencing the widespread crisis of the summer, the 2025 wildfire season was extremely destructive, and some fire activity continues in localized areas. Would you like to know the current number of active fires in a specific Canadian province?
Hold on, guys. No, I think we'll pass on that. Is there anything we can do as the public to help out with that? The problems that they had up there, can they for helping to rebuild and maybe helping out with the will they be doing anything to replant the forest, do anything to help the forest?
That is a wonderful and important impulse. You are absolutely correct that the long term work of rebuilding communities and restoring the environment is just beginning. As a member of the public, especially one outside the affected regions, your support can be channeled effectively in a few key ways: financial donations to establish relief groups and supporting long term reforestation efforts. Here's a breakdown of what you can do to help with both community rebuilding and forest recovery. Supporting community rebuilding and relief. The most immediate and effective way to help those who lost homes or were displaced is through established, trusted charities. They can convert donations into the specific aid, food, shelter, financial assistance, and rebuilding supplies that affected communities need right now. Financial donations. Recommended. The Canadian Red Cross. They often lead national relief efforts, providing emergency shelter, food, personal support, and financial assistance to evacuated families and communities. Look for their specific appeal, such as the Canadian Wildfire Fund. Local community funds. Many provinces, such as British Columbia, set up local funds, e.g., the United for BC Wildfire Recovery Fund, that focus directly on local community recovery and rebuilding efforts. Disaster relief organizations. Trusted international organizations like Global Giving or Christian organizations like Samaritan's Purse Canada often have dedicated funds for Canadian wildfire relief, providing support for immediate needs and cleanup. Donating firefighting equipment. Organizations like Global Medic have appeals specifically to procure and distribute essential firefighting equipment, like firefighting skid units, to smaller, rural, and volunteer fire departments that are often under-resourced. Volunteer long-term. While spontaneous, non-local volunteers are usually discouraged during the emergency phase, organizations like the Canadian Red Cross rely on volunteers for long-term disaster response and recovery. You can check their websites for official, structured volunteer opportunities in the areas you may be able to travel to.
Okay, I don't have a lot of power left on this phone, and we could keep going, but we're not going to keep going on that. I was going to say that some people don't really trust the Red Cross, but there's other, as he said, there's other places you can look online too. But at any rate, that's if a person's interested in doing that. So yeah, we've had so there's the Canadian wildfires I wanted to talk about, the pheasants, which I told you about here in southeast Wisconsin. That is the pheasants, and the plan for the elk in northern Wisconsin. So those are a few of the subjects. And we'll be putting, I want people to know we're going to be bringing tips or did you know, or did you know, or do you know? And we're going to be bringing like little things that will convert to professionals that I will put online. Not just, I'm not talking just to DNR, I'm talking about people that work in the field. I have noticed a few of Ted Nugent's videos, and I gotta say, that guy seems like a pretty smart guy to me. He knows a lot of stuff, and there's so many things that we can help share. We're going to share things on wildlife, and we're going to bring stuff for kids too. And I know people say, "Well, hunting and fishing is for some kids." Yeah, for some kids it is, but there are some people that don't do it, and that's not their interest in the outdoors. However, what I do want to point out is that again, the reason we cover a lot of that is because of the land that gets regenerated into the land habitat and wildlife habitat. We feel it's very important to cover some of that because that's very important. There is a committee going to meet on December 2nd. I want to say in Stevens Point. I was invited to be there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I would like to because the Wolf Committee will be there. And my friend Dave Loyce, great guy. He will be. He's on that committee, on the Wolf Committee. So I'm going to see if there's anything we can do to cover any of it. I don't know that we'll be able to, but whether we do or don't, I will be doing some follow-ups on that, and we'll see where things are at, and we'll try to form something. I'll talk to my buddy Jeff Aries. We'll try to Aries. I'm pronouncing that right, Jeff. I hope I am. But we're going to try to form something that'll help out. Other than that, I just wanted to let you folks know where I'm at with Outdoor Wild. I know what you guys think. Jesus, is he going to be posting any more stuff? What's going on? Why is it taking so long? There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of planning ahead. So yeah, you'll be seeing more coming here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. You guys are beautiful people. I love you guys to death. And man, I hope we can just keep this going. I mean, there's a lot to do here. So it looks like we can. All right, I want to wrap this up. I'm not going to stay much longer. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being here, and take care of yourself. God bless y'all, and I hope you have a great evening. This was last minute, so I don't really expect anybody to tune in. I'm hoping I can save this as a recording onto the Outdoor Wild page, but we'll see. So that's and I apologize. The website, yes, we have not loaded it yet. We're working on plans and ideas and what we want to do with all of it and what we're going to cover. I mean, I even got a bush pilot I talked to out of Alaska that's interested in sending some things. So Gen 7 Outdoors, Jody Blackwater, thank you. That's very important. We are on Gen 7 Outdoors. Now, I'm not sure I have to talk to Jody. I've been trying to reach him. He's very, very busy, and I get it because I'm busy myself, and he's busy, is as busy or more than I am. And we are looking at, I know Tubi TV and, gosh, I know it, and I can't think of it right now, but we're going to be on networks everywhere and plus online. So Roku TV, but there's going to be a lot of other networks, and I'm not sure all of it. I don't remember them all. Jody would have to tell me. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them. So that's pretty big. And I'm pretty proud of that. And we're working on ideas to help this show, and it's very important to keep it going. And if there's any way we can give back, and I'm working on that right now, as a matter of fact. So we're working on a lot of plans, but it's a lot. It's a lot to take on. But again, I'm here for you. I'm here because I enjoy the work and I love you guys. And I got a beautiful wife. She supports me, and and I got good family, and I'm pretty blessed that way. So a lot of other things I got to deal with, but that's life. But not I'm not talking personal life. I'm just talking about, just like a lot of people, I got to work my butt off and take care of a lot of things. It is the way it is what it is, right? That's how we live our lives. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good night. Sorry about this little flare up. I get that more often. I'll see a doctor about it. I'm pretty sure it's sinus drainage. I know it is, but whatever. I'll deal with it. I'll be seeing a doctor about things. All right, you guys take care of yourselves. Love you all to death. Thank you for tuning in, and thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys very much. Have a good night, and have a good day tomorrow. Take care.